Welcome. What tune should Nigel Farage be dancing to at the end of this video? We accepted the challenge from the last video, so get ready to have some fun joining us for our reply. What? Oh, you want me to come back? Hillary's saying I ought to apply the principles of music to Nigel's and the Reform Party. OK, we'll accept the challenge. Video next time, well, in 48 hours or so, we'll do a little number, as they say. Who cares again? But it's all creativity, it's all a bit of fun. On behalf of Nigel Farage, we'll launch their image in music. See what we come up with. But of course, a winning team is a happy team.
Nigel Cecil, calling things out as you like it, especially for his fair-minded friends.
Hello, Chakrabartis, welcome. Hillary and moi have got smiles on our faces right now because we've had fun researching the information in order to respond to this challenge about the Reform Party. And we hope you have a little bit of fun as well as you join us for what, well, we've come to by way of a suggestion. And of course, it's all meant in the best possible taste. Now, regular viewers to our video channel will know that we've always been motivated over many decades when it comes to media communication and coaching courses that music is the universal language of communication. And the way pop star celebrities in the first division are able to relate to their fans, and their fans can equally acclaim the pop star, conveys lessons that, if learnt by politicians, may influence the way they endeavour to communicate with their grassroots members, and the grassroots members are able to communicate with them. Now, applying this concept, we've got three sort of levels with this response. Firstly, what are the objectives and how do you summarise them of a political party? Something that everyone, including the grassroots, can relate to. And then, a popular nowism. What is the tagline? What can you say that will relate to everyone once again? And they all can say, yes, that's really saying what we feel with our political party, the Reform Party. And then finally, when it comes to appearing on stage and all getting together, what tune can vibe you? What may unite you? Now, the first thing I have to say, yes, we do, because some will say, Nigel, you're acting. And there's one thing about politicians. Once they're perceived as acting, then their credibility is lost. You see, when pop stars, celebrities go on stage, you have all the wham, bam, thank you, ma'am presentation. But everyone knows if you take it all away, the pop star, just with a guitar, just sitting at a piano, can keep everyone enthralled. So a politician must never let themselves be surrounded by presentations in which they're told, act this way, act that way, move your hand like that. It all has to come from the soul. Feel the music inside of you. So we've looked at the Reform Party. Now, we've only been able to talk to two of our viewers who are not members of the Reform Party, but they voted for the Reform Party at the election. So we asked them why. The first thing you have to do, is look at the website and say, what do the Reform Party stand for? I mean, try and find out for the Labour Party and the Conservative Party. It's difficult now to know what they stand for. But the Reform Party, oh, they've got their manifesto, their policies, whatever you call it, on the website. And if you look at the thing that says objectives, it's got some of the things there, but very wordy. So you have to try and find core words. You may disagree with these core words, but I'll explain what goes behind them, that summarises what the party stands for. Speaking and chatting with everyone, we've come up with these for now. The first word, Reform UK, is democratic. Fairness, equality, accountability. democratic. Then patriotic. Strength, courage, dignity and pride. Someone will be saying, you can't use the word patriotic, it's too right-wing. No, those who want to call it right-wing will say it is. But if you love your country, being a patriot means, well, you've got strength, the courage and the dignity and pride in your country. That should be able to unite everyone. The next word, empowering. Empowering, bringing opportunities and enabling everyone to develop their talents and apply their talents equally and fairly. Empowering. And finally, if you've got all that, protecting. Protecting includes defence, security, a shield protecting everyone. Notice I've not actually put forward the word defence, nothing aggressive. It's only if pushed and shoved do we respond. Prior to that, as a member of the Reform Party, I'm putting myself in their position, we protect our borders. We protect our national interests. So those are the words: Reform UK, democratic, patriotic, empowering, protecting. What do you think? Democratic, patriotic, empowering, protecting. 4 words that may mean so much, but now we come to a current tagline. And we don't just conjure this out of thin air. We look at what's been said by MPs and what actually appears on the Reform website. And also, when we Googled, the same phrase came up. And we thought, but that's obvious, isn't it? If you apply what relates to everyone, the grassroots, then the Reform Party, it makes common sense. The Reform Party is common sense. The Reform Party makes common sense policies. Now you're saying that because it comes from your heart. It is common sense. We are saying today what everyone knows is common sense. Back in 2001, was it, Hillary? The Conservative Party used the phrase, it's common sense. But one would think, no, that's just been created. It hasn't come from the information. Some sort of, media coaching person, advertising person has sat around and said, oh yes, it's common sense. But unless you've got the heart and soul to back it up, it makes nonsense you using it. But at this moment in time, for the Reform Party, just look at everything. So we've not just conjured this out of thick air, off thin air as they say. Well, I'm thick anyway, Hillary. We've gone with what is emanating from the MPs, the grassroots. The Reform Party, it's common sense. Here now is the real fun bit. I like this bit because it's down to presentation, but presentation that you feel, that you think, that you can vibe with. And of course, I've watched the video of Nigel Farage coming on stage to Enema and, I'm back, and they're moving like this. And you think, well, yes, that's what vibes him. And it's very good. So what could we use now? And I'll give you some clues. And the lyrics, well, they're certainly challenging. Are you ready? This is a song, and this particular singer, during the COVID pandemic crisis, actually tweeted a tweet that supported Boris Johnson. So it's got to bode well for them saying, you may possibly use our tune. Having said that, show the tweet, Hillary. We then come to the song itself. See how many of you can guess it before we reveal it. I can't play it, of course, because if I was to play it in full, it would give me a strike on YouTube for breaching copyright. But I'll give you some clues. This was a hit in 1983, and it was about the 6th time or so that many artists had recorded it and not really got it very high. I think it was in the 60s, the 4 Preps did it. And then there were various other releases. Nicky Thomas, was it? I think I've got the name right. Had a minor hit with it a few years before. But then this guy came along and, well, smashed the charts all over the place, came number 2 in the United Kingdom pop charts. And here's a little musical intro to give you a clue. Go for it, Hilary. Any ideas? Would you like another clue? Here's a clue from the end, another couple of seconds. Come on, you must have got it. We're talking about the Reform Party. It's common sense. This is Paul Young, the love of the common people. Look at the verses and look at the choruses. It shows we've got challenges. We know we've got challenges from the grassroots upwards. Look after the pennies and the pounds will look after themselves. Care for those at the grassroots. Make them feel important because they are important. Pennies matter. Feel that vibe inside of you. And then, of course, the love of the common people. Just look at what the chorus says. Inspiration, accepting what is happening, but having hope for the future. The love of everyone, united, democratic, patriotic, empowering, protecting. Because the Reform Party makes common sense. Picture it, Nigel Farage leading you all singing together. Daddy's going to buy you a dream to cling to. Mama's going to love you just as much as she can. And she can. Nigel, shake your booty down. You know, it makes common sense. Don't you, Nigel?